We start with 1 hour chart. Just I want to give a quick update. First, we start with hit BTC. If you refer to our analysis in my last video, when the price was within this correction, we mentioned how we can look for trade. Because as I mentioned, the ways move is really corrective, and if we get any trade, what we can expect to get the sharp move. This is the things. This is what we get. That's why one of the option was to have entry above this. And we mentioned the price tag 0.217. This is where we start to manage, and following by 0.232, where we have to stop to, we have to book some profit move or stop loss to 0.217. This is what we mentioned in my last analysis. Almost the price moved near to what we expected, but it couldn't tag. Okay. Anyway, right now whoever get the trade, they should manage the trade if they still they keep the trade and no one see what's the next. All right. In this case, we move to higher time frame. We move to daily chart. Based on daily chart, we want to see whether we can get the continuation. We don't see. I mean, we don't have anything to discuss. Okay. Mostly we're looking for continuation, but how we can look for trade. And if I move to forward chart, the only thing is we need to see what we get here. But mostly whenever we see the sharp move, we can expect this one to drop again. Okay, this is how this one, I mean, it moves similar to what we get here. That's why if anyone get the trade, they should have a proper management. And even if you wants to look for the next trade, we should wait based on lower time frame, get the proper correction. The reason is, how about if this one turn to a correction relative to this, or one more drop, because we can expect this one turn to a deeper correction before we get the next move with the breakout of the previous stop. It doesn't mean we don't look for trade. We look for trade, but anytime we see it's not moving, we should take out the trade. Similar to what we get here. Anyone get the trade? No, they should at least move their stop loss to break even if they want to keep the trade. And to look for the next trade, we remove all these lines. To look for the next trade, we have to wait. All right, because of this, simply because of what we get here. Having entry again above this can be an option, but it's really risky. It depends on the traders. For me, I will put one more, I will take out the trade and we'll put one entry above this in case there is a continuation. Or I will wait for this one a few more hours. We see whether this correction can give us a continuation or not, because we want to see whether this is the one is going to drop, for example, similar to what we get here. Because after mostly every time you get a sharp move, we can expect the price to drop again. Okay, that's why if we want to look for buy, we wait and get a trade set up, either having a trade above this or this one let the drop. Any reversal with the flag, we take the trade. Okay, mostly if there is a sharp move, we cannot get the trade set up. The only way is, and we cannot look for the flag. Most the best things is to have entry, similar to what we had here above the top. All right. Anyway, we move to Binance. We see what we have there. And similar to what I explained in my last analysis, we were looking for buy, the only option to have an entry above this. And right now we're looking for this. We want to see whether we can get the continuation or not. And even if we move to daily chart, you want to see what we have there. We have nothing to discuss. And forward chart, the only thing is if we want to look for continuation, we need to look at this correction. But we need to be aware if this one turn as a correction relative to this for one more drop, or we can expect this one continue as a corrective, right? Every time you get a sharp move, start to correct, we get the next, all right? And we have been looking for buy, we get the trade. Now the only thing is, if anyone wants to keep the trade, move their stop loss to break even. When we're looking for this correction, we want to see whether we can get the one more trade or not, okay? And the possibility of this one to drop and read back to the area of where this correction is still possible. That's why I point on this. This is what we can see for this coin most of the times. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.